Hey everybody, welcome back to Bixby's Beer Reviews. Great to have you with me here again. Today we're going to be checking out another beer from those wonderful folks at Virginia's Aslin Beer Company. This is Xergiok. Don't know if there are any Adventure Time fans out there, but it certainly is a kingly beer. It's what I think could be fairly called a triple New England IPA. Comes in at 9.5%, and it is 100% dry hopped with Sabro hop. So you'll remember that last week we checked out Strata hops, that hot new hop that you're seeing everywhere. And I tend to think of Strata, Sabro, and then Azaka, which we're going to check out next week, as the three new American kings of hazy hops. We had the big five hazy hops that you see everywhere, but these ones I think are in a different class, and I want to unpack that a little bit. They're new because, like Strata, Sabro, a very new cultivar, one that hasn't been on the market very long. They're American because they're what we call Neo-Mexicanos hops. They're hops that come from American cultivars and American breeding programs. They don't come from older European hop stock. And then Kings for a couple reasons. One, you're kind of seeing them everywhere right now. They're some of the newest hops, but also because they're just really, really good. And so I love hops, or I love beers that use these hops, and I love sharing them with you. So let's crack this one open and take a look. So we'll do this one real quick. Once again, I know I'm starting to sound a little bit like a broken record here, but we have the classic New England IPA appearance. Very light malts. As you'll notice, a very light, fluffy head here. As always, Aslin does a great job carbonating their beers, but otherwise, just not a whole lot to see here. So let's give it a smell. So if Strata is one of my favorite hops to smell, this might be one of the most distinctive hop aromas that I can imagine. You get two very, very interesting notes here. One is a very pronounced and very funky coconut aroma. It's the only hop I can think of, at least, that I've come across that can do that. And just as Mosaic in the Big Five Hazies often provides like a nice base for a lot of the higher citrusy hops, I think you'll find that coconut character in Sabro provides a very nice base for a lot of other newer, funkier hops like New Zealand hops or some of the other ones that we're going to talk about later. But then there's also a very nice complementary note in the Sabro of the lime. It's sort of a contrast between a deep, funky coconut and a high citrusy lime, all in one. It's a very interesting combination, one that I'm not sure any other hop I've come across can really do. But let's give it a taste. Ooh, an interesting tropical wonderland, almost a bit tiki-ish. I think that a lot of hazy IPAs that start going up to the 9 or 10% range can honestly, to me, be just a little bit overwhelming. And it's not just because I'm an old guy who needs his session beers more and more these days. It's because I think that once you start adding that much hop material, you run into one of two problems. One, either it's just too overwhelming and you get sort of almost some acerbic qualities from just so much hops in there. And the other is it can just be the beer is too strong and it overwhelms the subtleties of the different hops that are in there. But I think Sabro might be the perfect hop for this level of ABV because it gives both of those twin qualities, the lime and the coconut, enough heft behind it to really come through. I think as we'll find when we try beers that use Sabro in combination, Sabro can oftentimes take a sort of supporting role where again it provides that base on which some other citrusier or fruitier or more tropical hops can really shine. But here with a Sabro only beer, again, that twin coconut and lime contrast can really show up in all of its sort of juicy glory. Again, it's almost sort of like a pina colada-ish effect or a tiki drink, and that's a really amazing thing to have from just one single hop. So, very, very well done beer here, Aslin. I mean, just look at this guy. I love their can art too. Look at this funky little guy here. Wonderful, wonderful job, you guys. Very much enjoyed sharing this interesting and funny beer with y'all. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Comment with any beers you want me to try. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of BBR. Bye now.